Altogether, let your face shine upon your servant and teach me your laws.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Great crowds were traveling with Jesus, and he turned and addressed them. If anyone comes to me without hating his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, and even his own life, he cannot be my disciple. Whoever does not carry his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Which of you, wishing to construct a tower, does not first sit down and calculate the cost to see if there is enough for its completion? Otherwise, after laying the foundation and finding himself unable to finish the work, the onlookers should laugh at him and say, "This one began to build, but did not have the resources to finish." Or what king, marching into battle, would not first sit down and decide whether with 10,000 troops he can successfully oppose another king, advancing upon him with 20,000 troops? But if not, whilst he is still far away, he will send a delegation to ask for peace terms. In the same way, any one of you who does not renounce all his possessions cannot be my disciple. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
My dear brothers and sisters, by some stroke of divine providence, or perhaps divine humor, Jesus, in our gospel this Sunday, talks about a construction project that was not completed. Construction na hindi natapos. And what was the reason why it was not completed? Because there was not enough fund to complete the project. Kulang ang pondo para ipatapos ang proyekto. Ang tanong, saan napunta ang pondo? Kaninong bulsa napunta ang pondo? Sino ang nakinabang sa pondo kaya hindi natapos ang proyekto? Luckily, Jesus tells another parable in order to explain to us what the point he is really trying to drive at. And the second parable is about a king who, before waging war, would first evaluate his military strength, if he has the capacity to win over another king who has greater army than his. At kapag sa tingin niya hindi niya kayang talunin, bago pa siya makipagdigma, makikipagkasundo na siya. My dear brothers and sisters, the point of Jesus is clear. Do not commit to anything unless you are prepared to see it through until the end. Huwag kang mangangako. Huwag mong itatalaga ang sarili mo kung hindi mo naman sigurado kung kaya mong panindigan hanggang wakas. Yun pala ang ibig sabihin nung talinghaga ni Jesus sa Ebanghelyo. Kung magtatayo ka ng isang tore, sabi ni Jesus, tiyakin mo munang mapapatapos mo yan bago mo simulang itayo. Kasi kung nagsimula ka ng magtayo at hindi mo pala kayang ipatapos, pagtatawanan ka lang, magiging kahiya-hiya ka lang. Nagsimula ka, hindi mo naman pala kayang tapusin. O kaya yung hari, bago makipagdigma, tingnan muna niya, kaya ko bang manalo? Kasi baka naman talong-talo na siya, nakipaglaban pa siya. Sa bandang huli, mukha siyang kahiya-hiya. Kaya sabi ni Jesus, bago mo italaga ang sarili mo, bago ka pumasok sa isang bagay, siguraduhin mo munang kaya mo yang panindigan hanggang sa wakas. Jesus tells this to those who were following Him. There were many people who were following Jesus because they were drawn by His miracles, by His authority, and by His growing popularity. Kaya maraming sumusunod kay Jesus. And so Jesus turns to them, as we heard in our gospel today, and tells them, before you follow me, be sure of what you are committing to. Do not just follow me because you want entertainment, you want to be entertained. Do not just follow me because you want a spectacle. Follow me because you are ready to follow until the end. Know what you are committing yourselves to. In other words, Jesus is saying that if you want to be my disciple, then it is not enough just to follow me. You must be good and faithful disciples, ready to leave everything, your possessions, your loved ones. You are ready to carry my cross, not just at the beginning, but until the end. Parang sinasabi ni Jesus dun sa mga gustong sumunod sa Kanya, siguraduhin yung gusto nyo talaga. Hindi pwedeng yung sa simula lang. Kasi nakakita kayo ng himala, humanga kayo sa pagsasalita, siguraduhin yung kaya niyong panindigan ang pagiging alagad ko hanggang sa wakas. Dahil kung hindi niyo kayang panindigan hanggang sa wakas, huwag niyo nang simulan. Kung hindi, magiging kahiya-hiya at katawa-tawa lang kayo. Nagsimulang sumunod, pero nung nahirapan na, umatras din. Nagsimulang sumunod, pero nung nakita na yung consequences ng kanilang pagsunod, umayaw din. Before committing yourselves into something, see to it that you are prepared to see it through until the very end. This is also what St. Paul presents as a challenge to Philemon in our second reading today. St. Paul was begging Philemon to receive Onesimus back. Onesimus was Philemon's former slave, a runaway slave. Alipin siya ni Philemon at lumayas si Onesimus. Now, St. Paul tells Philemon, if you are really a Christian, then receive Onesimus back. Accept him, forgive him, and treat him no longer as a slave, but as your brother. Kung talagang Kristiyano ka, panindigan mo yan. Tanggapin mo itong dati mong alipin, patawarin mo, at ituring mo na bilang kapatid. My dear brothers and sisters, it is not enough that we have the desire to follow Jesus. It is not enough that we have the desire to do something. We must be committed to doing it until the very end. Hindi sapat na sabihin natin, gusto kong sumunod kay Jesus. Dapat tiyakin natin na kaya nating sumunod kay Jesus hanggang sa wakas. And that also applies to many aspects in our life. Kung gusto mong mag-asawa, tiyakin mo bago ka mag-asawa na kaya mong panindigan ang commitment ng pag-aasawa, na kaya mong maging tapat at mabuti hanggang sa wakas. Kung gusto mong magkaanak, tiyakin mo na kaya mong maging mabuting magulang, hindi lang kapag baby at cute ang iyong anak, kundi kahit na pasaway na. Kung gusto mong maging lingkod bayan, tiyakin mo na meron kang kakayanan at kaya mong gawin ng mabuti at tapat ang paglilingkod sa bayan. Hindi yung para sa sarili lang. Kung gusto mong magpari, magmadre, tiyakin mo na kaya mong panindigan ang bokasyon na ito hanggang sa wakas. Kung gusto mong maging Kristiyano, kung tinatawag mo ang iyong sarili bilang Kristiyano, tiyakin mo na kaya mong panindigan ang pagiging mabuting Kristiyano. Dahil kung hindi, sasabihin ng iba, tinatawag niya ang sarili niyang Kristiyano, pero yung pamumuhay naman niya taliwas sa kanyang taguring Kristiyano. Katawa-tawa at nakakahiya. My dear brothers and sisters, following the Lord is not just the spur of the moment. It is a commitment that we have to give ourselves to, a commitment that we have to be ready to keep until the very end. A few weeks ago, I went to Lipa in Batangas to attend the 93rd birthday of our former Archbishop of Manila, Cardinal Gaudencio Rosales. It was a Sunday, and even though I have many schedules, I have to let go of my many schedules just to be there to attend his 93rd birthday. Kasi baka hindi niya ako patawarin pag hindi ako umattend pagkatapos naming magkasama na pagtatrabaho ng pinaglingkuran ko siya bilang kanyang sekretary ng 7 taon noong siya ay Archbishop of Manila. So I was there. During the Mass, he preached the homily. Kahit na 93 years old, ang linaw ng kanyang isip, nag-homily pa siya. Imagine, 93 years old, at nagsimula siya ng kanyang homily when I was 4 years old. Sabi ko, 89 years pa ang hihintayin bago matapos ang kanyang homily. So sa kanyang pagkukwento ng kanyang buhay, at a certain point, sabi niya, you know, my father did not want me to become a priest. Ayaw ng tatay ko na magpari ako. He wanted me to be a doctor like him. Kaya bata pa ako, sinasabi ng tatay ko, magdodoktor ka. Pero sa puso ko, bata pa ako, gusto ko nang magpari. Yung nanay ko, sabi niya, yun yung kakampi ko. Yung nanay ko, gusto niyang magpari ako. Pero yung tatay ko, sinabi sa akin, hindi ka magpapari. Pero pagkalipas ng ilang taon na nakita nung tatay ko, sabi niya, na gusto ko talagang magpari, isang gabi kinausap niya ako ng masinsinan. Sabi niya, mukhang hindi naman kita mapipigilan sa gusto mo. Mukhang gusto mo naman talagang magpari at ayaw mong magdoktor, ayaw mong sundin yung gusto ko para sa'yo. Pero papayagan kitang magpari sa isang kondisyon na kung sakaling maging pari ka, siguraduhin mong magiging mabuting pari ka. Kasi kung hindi ka magiging mabuting pari, huwag ka nang pumasok sa seminaryo ngayon pa. And Cardinal Rosales said, I took my father's words seriously. And so when I entered the seminary, I was determined to strive to be a good priest. And now I can say that he was really true to that commitment. He kept that commitment of being a good priest. My dear brothers and sisters, our first reading today reminds us that human plans are often uncertain and the human heart is timid. That is why we must rely on the help of God. We need God's wisdom, as our first reading tells us, because only with God's wisdom can we be true disciples, true Christians, not only in name, but Christians in truth. Only with God's grace of courage, of goodness, and of wisdom can we be good and faithful disciples of Jesus until the very end.